More Gospel, chapter 5, the Shrimp Man. No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. The Pharisees, who loved money, heard all of this and were sneering at Jesus. He said to them, "You are the ones who justify yourselves in the eyes of others, but God knows your hearts. What people value highly is detestable in God's sight." Luke chapter 16, verses 13 through 15. Life is about relationships. When a person is in a good relationship with God, he has a peaceful conscience and interior joy. Good, loving relationships with everyone in our daily life makes living wonderful. Here is one key to good relationships. Love people and use things. Genuinely love everyone you meet and use the things of this world for the good of all. Many people today do just the opposite. They love things and use people. They use others in so many ways to get what they want. No one wants to be used by someone else, and good relationships are impossible to maintain when using others. Jesus spoke a lot about money and wealth. It makes sense that he would, because economics dominate most people's lives. Most people spend most of their time working to make a living. The main point that Jesus emphasizes about wealth is our relationship with it. Do we value riches above God, or our spouse, or our neighbors? Money is not evil. It is the love of money that Jesus says is detestable. When money becomes our first priority, we have made it into an idol. I used to work as a supervisor in a sheltered workshop for mentally handicapped adults. I came to love these special people very much. One year, I was in charge of Christmas dinner for the whole workshop. I bought shrimp cocktail for the appetizer from a frozen food truck called the Shrimp Man. I was his last customer one late afternoon, and we spent some time talking about his business. He explained that shrimp are expensive because of all the work involved in catching and selling them. He owned 2 shrimp boats in Florida, and he detailed some of the expenses in operating them. He complained about the long hours he worked 7 days a week in selling his products from his truck. He told me that his wife had divorced him and taken the 2 kids because he was gone from home and working so much. He had a lot of bitterness in him. I could see that the shrimp man needed Jesus, so I asked a simple question. Do you love Jesus? By the way, that question is a perfect way to begin sharing your faith with a stranger. Quickly, his demeanor changed and he became very defensive. He said, "Don't tell me that you are one of those stupid hillbillies from Tennessee who believe in Jesus." I responded that I totally believed in Jesus, but I didn't regard myself as stupid, and I wasn't from Tennessee. He boldly continued, "Do you know why you stupid people believe in Jesus and in heaven? it's because you have nothing in this life. You believe in some great reward in the sky because your life here sucks. There is no heaven and there's no hell. There's no life after death for anyone. You and me are both going to die and rot away, and that's all there is to it. I replied that he was badly mistaken about all of these things, and I began to describe my own relationship with Jesus and how wonderful life is for a disciple of Christ. He exclaimed, "I'll show you my God." He grabbed money from the glove compartment, from the freezer, and from under his seat. He had an enormous fistful of cash that he put right in front of my face, and proudly he announced, "Here is my God. That's a real God with real power." I retorted, "Can your God get you the love of your wife and children? I don't think so." He had nothing to say. Maybe for the first time, he realized that relationships are more important than money. I shared the faith with him for quite a while, but he still left as an unbeliever in Christ. Money was his God, and it had a tight grip on him. My dear friend, what about your relationship with money? Have riches become an idol that causes you to live in a way that is not pleasing to God? Does the love of money live in your heart and cause you to use people or neglect them? Everyone would do well to seriously consider just how important wealth is to themselves. It doesn't matter if you are wealthy or poor. Anyone can love money instead of loving people. When you have a right relationship with God and money, you'll be on the road to the kingdom of heaven.